Hi guys, it's Kristen Stewart.
And Angela Couch with Parkside Realty Group.
We're your dynamic duo and your resource for information. And this week's topic is property management, or do I find a renter? One of the most common questions we tend to get on this topic is, do I consider long-term or short-term?
Yep, but there's a big difference between the two. On a long-term, you're going to have tenants that'll take care of all the utilities. A lot of times they'll take care of lawn maintenance and different types of aspects of that. With the short-term, it's going to be you need to take care of all the utilities. You're going to need to make sure that the home is fully stocked. You'll have the lawn care, pool care, and
electric, water, cable, internet, those sorts of things. You'll also have to, you get more rent for a short term because it is a service to provide those things, utilities, furniture, those sorts.
You can also book time for yourself within that year to come in 2 or 3 times. We do have some properties where the owners come in 2 or 3 times a year.
And that's a big push to why someone might choose short-term is that they want to enjoy the property some of the time themselves. With short-term, you have a risk of vacancy rates, which increases maybe your carry cost or decreases your contributions to help the carry cost. As well as with long-term or short-term, you have HOA guidelines. Are you allowed to? How long?
Yeah.
And then transit tax. Transit tax is a 12% in the city of Palm Coast tax split between city and state. And you have to log and have a business license. You have to pay that every month to the city and state respectively. And those are logged every single month. Even if you don't pull a rent and it's a personal use month, you still have to log in and put in a 0-month rent. Or you have to check your city codes. In the city of Bunnell, there's certain areas where you're allowed short-term and other areas you're not. So if you're not zoned for it, that takes away that option for you.
Yeah. There's also pet policy. You know, do you want to allow pets? Do you not want to allow pets? You could limit your rental base by not allowing pets. Pets are now part of the family for a lot of people. So there's different aspects in that as well. You can do refundable deposits, non-refundable deposits. You can do where an extra amount is applied every single month. You need to make sure the HOA, it's a breed, not a breed restriction. We do tend to get photos and send those to you for you to choose what's best for you.
Right. Opening that market share to allow pets and have the conversation allows you to choose later down the line. How many pets do they have? What kind of breeds? What kind of weights? Are there more than one pet? And then using those pictures to set a policy. Again, refundable, non-refundable, monthly stipend for the extra wear and tear allows it to be comfortable for you, but also opens that market share so that you have more conversations with potential tenants. The other question we get all the time is, do I have you manage it for me, or do I manage it myself and you find me the tenant?
Yeah, if you have the time and you live in the area, when considering to manage yourself, just make sure you are going to be their contact for any kind of issues they have with the home. So you'll need to make sure to address those as soon as possible with whatever network of services that you have that you prefer to use. Should we choose to manage for you, we choose to get at least 3 business quotes and allow you to choose who fits best for you for each process or procedure that needs to be done in the home, whichever is causing the problem.
Right. And with regards to managing or not, some people just don't want to deal with it. They don't want to chase the rents or chase the late fees or have the discussions or even for the fixes. They don't want to meet the vendors. They don't want to make sure the work is done. And if someone is managing it for you, they do all of those steps and you just give the yay or nay for the tenant, the procedure or work that's being done, and the work's completion. And, you know, we share pictures when work is completed to make sure that you're happy so that you then can pay for those things. I think the last question that comes up all the time is whether or not I include lawn care or pool care or what services do I include?
Yeah, it's very important. We usually recommend having an AC service contract and that you have your pool's service contract and you manage those. Tenants tenants may or may not know what they're doing with a pool, and it could be extremely expensive.
Yes.
AC maintenance is also the same thing. It's the state of Florida. We need AC. Summers always tend to be more of an issue. We have done property management for 13 years now. So we always, every year, experience AC issues with our rentals. Having them on service contracts, they come in twice a year, very reasonably priced. You get a discount towards your service that's done, and maintenance work when you have a contract. It just is very beneficial.
Also moves you up the list. So if you have a maintenance contract and we get a call from your tenant saying there's a problem, your first priority, because you're already an existing client, which is very useful in the instance we do get those calls. And like she said, it's hot here, and this summer, I think almost a lot of our properties needed some form of maintenance, especially on the drain lines. And we do tend to go out and check those first before we call in for service, because it does tend to be majority of the things that stop up an AC unit. But it's definitely, there's lots of aspects and lots of avenues, and we always want you to know that it's your home and your rental, and we are here to help facilitate your goals.
Yes, and what we do too is whenever we interview possible tenants, we do full background checks, we do credit checks. We send you all the information that you need for you to make a decision on whether it's a good fit for you. Yeah,
and that's the goal. It's us helping facilitate with information and knowledge and details, because you may not be here or you may not want to deal with all of the day-to-day minutia. And that's our job, is to make sure that you have the information we have so that you can make the best choice. And we hope this conversation helped. But if there's other questions, please shout them out to us and let us know. And we'd love to give you some more information.
And or any other topics you might think of. Thank you.
Have a great day. What?